Hello, this is Dr. Panigrai. Welcome to my biology classes for medical entrance examination. In this video, I have a talk about the special type of connective tissue. So these tissues are known as the special type of connective tissue because they are deviate from the typical characteristic of the connective tissue. So here you find the adipose connective tissue under the special type of connective tissue. In this regard, I have already made the separate video regarding the adipose connective tissue. So let's start the reticular connective tissue. If you take the look of the section of reticular connective tissue, then we find so many numbers of reticular cells. These reticular cells are branched, and such reticular cells interconnected to each other and which forms the network-like structure. And the ground substance or the matrix of such tissue is provided with the reticular fiber. So these are the reticular cells, and this is the nucleus of reticular cell. And such reticular cell actually is surrounded by the reticular fibers. These are the reticular fibers. As you know, the reticular fiber is composed of reticulin protein, and this is the ground substance, the spaces, intercellular spaces which is filled with the ground substance or the matrix. Here it is important thing that the ground substance only contains the reticular fiber. Here such reticular cell in association with macrophages which forms the reticuloendothelial system. It is the major part of the defense system and which act as the phagocytic cell. So such reticular cell which forms the main role in our lymphatic system. So those organs are related to lymphatic system. Somehow such tissues are present in these organs. So these organs are spleen, tonsil, lymph nodes, thymus, bone marrow, liver. So these organs related to our defense system or the lymphatic system, and such reticular connective tissue present in these organs. Now come to the another special type of connective tissue. This is the pigmented connective tissue. The pigmented connective tissue, actually it is the type of areolar connective tissue, but here the special type of cells are present, and such cell contains some pigments. That's why this cell or this tissue is known as the pigmented connective tissue. The cell contains the pigment. These are known as the pores. Suppose that the melanin pigment present in the cell is known as the melanocytes or melanophores. So the pigmented connective tissue, in the pigmented connective tissue, if you take the section, then some of the elastic fibers are present. So in pigmented connective tissue, elastic fiber are present. Collagen fiber or the reticular fiber somehow absent. The pigmented cell here, these are the pigmented cell, and the cell cytoplasm contains the pigments. It contains the pigments. Suppose that this is another pigmented cell, and such pigmented cell which contains the different types of pigments. This is another branched pigmented cell. So these are the pigmented cell. The cell contains the pigment. These are known as the, suppose that melanin pigment present, then the cell is known as the melanocyte. So different types of cells may be present: melanocytes, xanthocytes, or lipophores, or guanocytes. So these are the different cells which contains the pigments. And such type of pigmented connective tissue actually present the iris of eye, the choroid layer of eye, and the dermis of skin. So these presence of these pigmented connective tissue, the iris, choroid, and the skin color may be changed. And now come to the another type of connective tissue, and this is a special type because it is known as the mucous or the viscous. It is one type of gelatinous tissue. It is slippery tissue. It is mucous tissue. Somehow these tissues are semi-fluid like structure. This is the gelatinous, slippery, mucous tissue, and such tissue actually the ground substance which contains the mucopolysaccharides. The ground substance of such viscous connective tissue or mucous connective tissue contains the mucopolysaccharides as ground substance, and such ground substance, it is the very slippery. That's why it is known as the Wharton's jelly. This is known as the very important Wharton's jelly. And such viscous connective tissue actually present umbilical cord, coxcomb, vitreous body of eyeball. So, and such tissue somehow contains the collagen fiber. Such tissue contains the collagen fiber. In association with collagen fiber, some of the fibroblast cells also present. Other cells are absent and other fibers also absent. So these are the three: reticular, pigmented, and the mucous connective tissue. These are the actually special because of their special role and because of their special type of structure. So if you like, then click on my next video. Thank you.